Listen closely, chosen one, because what I'm about to reveal to you will change everything. You've been lied to not just by others, but possibly even by yourself. The truth, the real truth, is far more significant than you've ever realized. If you don't grasp it right now, you might miss out on the transformation that's about to take place in your life. I need you to hear me clearly. This is not a coincidence. If you're watching this video, it's because God Himself has led you here. This moment is divinely timed, and there's no mistake in it. You are shifting from a state of constant wanting to a state of having. This isn't mere wishful thinking. This is spiritual warfare happening in real time. What once seemed out of reach, what once felt impossible, is about to come to you with a force beyond your imagination. But here's the catch. If you don't understand how this works, if you don't align yourself with this divine shift immediately, you will miss the opportunity unfolding before you. The universe is ready to bless you, but you must be ready to receive it. Right now, you're standing on the edge of something life-changing. Things are about to fall into place faster than you can even process. The doors that have been closed for so long are about to open wide, but you have to act now. You have to believe now. This is your moment. The real question is, are you going to seize it or let it slip away? Before we go any further, I need you to stop what you're doing and take action right now. Pause this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel to help us reach 1,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 99. This is not just a small gesture. This number, this action, is an energetic key that will unlock the blessings coming your way. If you are truly ready for this truth, you will stay with me until the very end of this video. Your spirit already knows that this message is for you. But if you're not ready to receive the power of what's about to unfold, you might not make it all the way through, and trust me, you don't want to miss this. Many of you are hearing a voice telling you that you're not enough, that you can't achieve what you've dreamed of. But let me tell you this, God is saying you are being lied to. These lies may come from others or even from within yourself, but deep down, you know there's more for you. You were created with a higher purpose, a destiny that surpasses anything you've been led to believe. Stop listening to the distractions and the doubt. Instead, listen to the truth of who you really are, a chosen one, marked by divine love and a future beyond your current struggle. It's easy to fall prey to self-doubt, to hear the whispers of insecurity, and to feel lost. But this isn't your reality. You were not born to merely survive. You were born to thrive. The enemy of your soul works overtime to cloud your mind, to make you forget that you were made for greatness. I urge you to break free from that mental prison. Stand tall, because the truth is bigger than the lies you've been fed. Your story is about to change, and you need to embrace the power within you. You've been chosen not because you've been perfect, but because God knows your heart. Even when you've stumbled, He's always been right there beside you, waiting for you to realize the immense strength you hold. When you accept this truth, it will shake you, but in the most beautiful way. It will change the way you see yourself and the world around you. God has been preparing you for something greater, and the time to step into that calling is now. The reality of your calling might be much bigger than you ever expected. Sometimes, the truth is so immense that it can feel overwhelming, but don't let the fear of the unknown hold you back. The truth is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. The vision God has placed in your heart might seem impossible to achieve at times, but know this, God doesn't call the equipped, He equips the called. When you are called to something greater, it may challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself. It may stretch you beyond what you think you're capable of, but this is where transformation begins. When you step into the uncomfortable, the unfamiliar, and realize that the divine has been preparing you for moments like this, the truth will not only open your eyes, but it will open your heart. This calling you've received isn't just a fleeting desire, it's your purpose, your reason for being. Don't be afraid when the truth feels bigger than your current situation. This truth is meant to empower you, to awaken the warrior within. Imagine if every setback, every disappointment was part of God's design to bring you into alignment with your calling. The truth is that your struggles are never wasted. They are shaping you for something far more extraordinary than you can see right now. It's easy to feel abandoned during tough times. You may question whether anyone sees your pain or understands your inner battle, but God sees you. He knows every tear you've shed, every sleepless night, and every heavy moment in your heart. In the midst of your struggles, His love for you is unshakable. You are never alone. Trusting God during life's hardest moments is not always easy, but it's essential. His love is unconditional and unwavering, even when we feel we have nothing left to give. It's in these moments that your faith grows the most, not in the absence of struggle, but in the presence of God, who never leaves your side. You may wonder why things are difficult, but remember, God is using these moments to refine you, to strengthen your resolve, and to bring you closer to the person He's calling you to be. Every challenge you face is a part of the process. Through every test, God is molding you into a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Don't doubt your worth during tough seasons. You are worthy of everything God has promised you, and He's holding you through every storm, leading you to brighter days. His love is a constant and unwavering presence in your life. His promises are never broken. It's a powerful truth. Many are called, but few are chosen. You might be asking, what does this mean for you? It means that although many are invited to live a purpose-filled life, only a few truly step into that calling and hold on to it. Being chosen doesn't mean it's easy. It means you've been set apart, destined for something greater. It's a divine responsibility to be chosen, and it comes with challenges that others might not understand. There's a unique strength and wisdom that comes with walking the path of the chosen one. When you embrace your purpose, you walk not with the crowd, but with a deep sense of knowing that you are following a path designed specifically for you. It may feel isolating, but it is in that solitude that your relationship with God deepens. The calling on your life isn't always understood by others. Some may mock you, some may question your choices, but remember, it's not about them, it's about you and God. The truth is, the path of the chosen is one of faith, determination, and unwavering trust in God's plan. When you accept this truth, you unlock the doors to an incredible life that you were meant to live. Sometimes, it's hard to tell whether you're simply called or truly chosen. You may feel that tug on your heart, that divine whisper urging you forward, but how do you know for sure? The difference lies in your response to the calling. If you've been called but have ignored the invitation, you may feel lost, disconnected, or stuck. But those who are chosen are those who respond, even when it's hard, even when it feels uncomfortable. Being chosen doesn't mean an absence of fear or confusion. It means you embrace those feelings and move forward anyway. The chosen ones are marked by their commitment to God's will, even when the path ahead is unclear. It's not a passive journey, it's an active choice to follow God's plan, to walk through the open doors, and to trust Him with the outcome. You will know you are chosen by the peace and clarity that comes when you fully surrender your will to Him. So ask yourself, when you feel the divine calling, do you run toward it or away from it? Do you question your ability, or do you trust God to guide you through? If you're unsure, take a moment to reflect on how you've responded to the call. The truth will become clearer as you step forward in faith. If you are chosen, you will find an undeniable pull toward God. It's not just an intellectual understanding or a fleeting feeling, it's a deep, magnetic attraction that you cannot ignore. This attraction draws you closer to His presence, to His word, and to His will. It's a love that compels you to seek Him, to grow in relationship with Him, and to surrender everything to Him. The chosen ones often feel like they don't quite fit in with the world around them. They may not share the same value. The chosen ones often don't have the same priorities or passions as those around them. That's because their hearts beat in alignment with God's purpose, not the world's distraction. This deep attraction toward God will often feel like a guiding light, leading you through even the darkest time. Trust this attraction, it's not random, and it's not a coincidence. God has designed your heart to respond to His call, and it's in this connection that you find your true purpose. The more you lean into this relationship, the more you will be empowered to walk the path of the chosen. It's easy to get off track when life gets overwhelming. Sometimes, the weight of responsibilities, doubts, and fears can cause us to stray from the path that God has set before us. But the truth is, when you feel lost, it's not because God has abandoned you. It's because you've stepped away from the line of the chosen one. Realigning with your true purpose doesn't require perfection, it requires a return to God. It's a conscious decision to refocus on His plan and His will. The path of the chosen is not always clear, but with God's guidance, you can find your way back. You don't have to have all the answers, but you do need to be willing to listen, trust, and walk with faith. Don't let distractions or doubts pull you off course. Take a deep breath, recalibrate, and step back into alignment with God's will. The chosen ones don't follow the world's noise, they follow the still, small voice of God, leading them toward their divine destiny. One of the clearest signs that you're walking the path of the chosen is whether you're following the crowd or forging your own way. The world loves conformity, but the chosen ones are called to stand out. They walk a different path, one that often feels isolating but also incredibly fulfilling. When you find yourself following the crowd, you may feel a sense of unease or dissatisfaction. Something doesn't quite feel right, and that's because you were never meant to fit into the world's mold. The chosen ones create their own path, often with little support or encouragement from others. They trust their inner voice and trust God to lead them. This doesn't mean they don't face challenges, far from it, but it does mean they have a deep sense of peace and conviction because they are walking in alignment with their true calling. If you're questioning your path, ask yourself, are you walking to the beat of the world's drum, or are you dancing to the rhythm of God's plan? The journey of the chosen one is never easy. You will face opposition, criticism, and moments where you feel like you're standing alone. It's in these moments of isolation that the chosen ones truly find their strength. God often calls his chosen to stand apart from the crowd, to walk through storm, and to carry the weight of their divine purpose. This can feel lonely and overwhelming at times, but rest assured, it is in these moments that God is refining you for greatness. In a world that encourages conformity, the chosen ones are called to be different, and that difference often comes at a cost. You may be misunderstood. The chosen ones are often judged or even ostracized by those who don't understand the path they are walking. But this is where your faith is tested. If you remain strong, trusting in God's plan, he will provide everything you need to endure. Remember, isolation is not abandonment, it is preparation for the next level of your purpose. God never promised that the path of the chosen would be easy, but he promised that he would never leave you. Even when you feel alone, in the quiet, in the struggles, and in the moments of doubt, he is shaping you into the person he has called you to be. Hold on, because the reward for standing firm in your purpose is greater than anything the world can offer. One of the biggest differences between the called and the chosen is the source of validation. The called ones often seek approval from others. They look to external sources, whether it's friends, family, or social media, to feel valued and validate. But the chosen ones, those walking in God's purpose, find their validation in their inner voice and in God's truth. When you are chosen, you don't need the applause of others to feel worthy. Your worth is not determined by the opinions of the world, but by your identity in Christ. The chosen ones trust the voice of God within them, knowing that he has equipped them for everything he has called them to do. This trust in their inner guidance leads to a life of confidence, even when the world doesn't understand. It's natural to seek approval, but the truth is that the more you rely on external validation, the further you drift from your true calling. The chosen ones are not swayed by the crowd. They trust the whispers of their hearts and the direction God has set before them. When you learn to listen to that inner voice, you align yourself with your true purpose, and that's when you truly begin to walk in your divine calling. The chosen ones are never comfortable for too long. God calls his chosen to step outside of their comfort zone, to take risks, and to face the unknown with courage. It's easy to stay in a place where things are familiar and predictable, but growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. The chosen ones are called to stretch beyond their current limitations and to trust that God will provide everything they need for the journey ahead. Every step outside your comfort zone is a step toward your destiny. Yes, it's scary. Yes, there will be moments of uncertainty, but with each step, you grow stronger. You develop a deeper trust in God, and you begin to see that your fears are not as powerful as your faith. The chosen ones walk by faith, not by sight, trusting that God will guide them to the next step, even when they can't see the entire staircase. Don't let fear hold you back. The very thing that scares you the most might be the key to unlocking the next chapter of your divine purpose. Trust in the courage that God has placed inside you. When you step out in faith, you discover the strength and resilience you never knew you had. One of the most significant shifts the chosen ones undergo is moving from a victim mentality to taking full responsibility for their journey. Taking responsibility for their actions is a crucial trait of the chosen one. It's easy to feel like life is happening to you, that circumstances are beyond your control. But the chosen ones understand that they are co-creators with God. They take responsibility for their decisions, action, and the way they respond to life's challenge. The chosen ones no longer see themselves as victims of their circumstance. They take ownership of their thoughts, beliefs, and behavior. They understand that they have the power to create their own reality, and this realization is both empowering and humbling. Rather than blaming others or external factors, the chosen ones look within and ask, how can I grow from this? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my purpose? This shift from victimhood to responsibility is a crucial step in walking the path of the chosen. It's about taking ownership of your life and realizing that you have the ability to shape your destiny. The more you embrace this mindset, the more you'll see how your life transforms. The final truth for the chosen ones is this: failure is not something to fear, but something to embrace. In fact, failure becomes the fuel that propels the chosen ones forward. Each setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to come back stronger. The chosen ones understand that failure is not the end, it's a stepping stone on the way to success. God doesn't waste anything, including your failure. Every failure brings you one step closer to the purpose He has for you. When you align with God's will, failure no longer feels like defeat. It feels like a lesson, a chance to refine your vision and your approach. The chosen ones use failure as motivation to keep moving forward, knowing that God's plan is far greater than any obstacle they face. The truth is that failure doesn't define you, it refines you. Keep moving forward, and remember that every challenge is a sign that you're on the right path. Stay aligned with God, and no matter how many times you fall, you will rise again, stronger and more equipped than before. The world is full of distractions, noise, expectations, and demands all vying for your attention. But the chosen ones know the importance of focus. They know that in order to walk in their divine purpose, they must stay focused on what truly matters, God's plan. Breaking free from distractions is not just a choice, it's a necessity. The more you focus on your purpose, the less power the distractions have over you. The chosen ones don't let the opinions of others, the distractions of the world, or the chaos around them deter them from their mission. They have a clear sense of what they are called to do, and they keep their eyes fixed on that goal. To reclaim your divine focus, you must consciously choose where to invest your time, energy, and attention. It's about saying no to things that don't align with your purpose, and yes to those that move you closer to your calling. The things that bring you closer to God are essential for walking the path of the chosen one. When you break free from distraction, you make room for God's blessings, guidance, and vision to flow freely in your life. Amidst the chaos of life, the chosen ones find an inner peace that transcends circumstance. This peace comes from trusting in God's plan, from knowing that He is in control, and that everything will work out according to His timing. The chosen ones understand that peace is not the absence of trouble, but the presence of God in the midst of it. Life will always have its challenge, but the chosen ones are able to maintain a sense of calm because they are rooted in God's love and promises. They know that no matter what happens, God's presence will never leave them. This inner peace is not something the world can offer. It's a divine gift that only comes from a deep relationship with God. If you're feeling overwhelmed by life's chaos, remember that peace is available to you. It's found in surrendering to God, in trusting His plan, and in keeping your heart centered on His purpose for your life. The chosen ones walk in peace not because their lives are perfect, but because they know that God is with them every step of the way. The chosen ones often find themselves misunderstood, and it's a burden that comes with the territory. In a world that values conformity and fitting in, those chosen by God are called to stand out and embrace their uniqueness. Their purpose is often something that others may not see or understand at first glance. This misunderstanding can lead to feelings of isolation, doubt, and frustration. But it's important to remember that this misalignment is not a sign of failure. It's a reflection of the depth and individuality of the path you are walking. The truth is, the chosen ones are often ahead of their time, seeing possibilities and truths that others are not ready to grasp. This can make their journey lonely, especially when those around them can't see the vision God has placed in their heart. But misunderstanding is not rejection. It's simply a byproduct of having a divine purpose that others may not yet be able to comprehend. This uniqueness is what makes the chosen ones powerful. They are called to blaze a trail that hasn't been walked before, and sometimes the world's inability to understand is the very thing that marks them as different. Embracing your unique purpose requires a deep level of courage. You must trust that God's calling on your life is real and significant, even when others question it. The chosen ones have a burning passion to fulfill their mission, regardless of the opposition or confusion they may face. It's in accepting that you are different and trusting in God's timing that you begin to see the beauty in your individuality. The more you embrace who you are, the more clearly you'll see how your purpose fits into the greater plan God has for your life. Remember, the chosen ones are never meant to fit into the mold. They are destined to break the mold and create something entirely new. This is your strength, not your weakness. Trust that in time, those who don't understand you now will come to see the depth and power of your calling. Embrace your purpose with grace and confidence, knowing that the world needs your unique light, even if it doesn't always recognize it at first. Aligning your actions with the divine will of God is the key to spiritual fulfillment. The chosen ones understand that their actions must reflect the calling God has placed on their lives. Every decision, every step they take is an opportunity to walk in alignment with God's will. This alignment doesn't just happen overnight. It requires a deep commitment to understanding God's plan and seeking His guidance in every aspect of life. The journey to alignment begins with surrendering your will to God. It's about letting go of your own desires and submitting to the greater purpose He has for you. This doesn't mean you lose your individuality. It means that your desires align with the higher purpose that God has set before you. When you align your actions with divine will, you find a sense of peace and fulfillment that can't be found in anything else. Your life takes on a new meaning, and you begin to feel an inner peace that flows from living in harmony with God's plan. But the path to alignment isn't always easy. It requires discipline, prayer, and a willingness to follow God even when the road is difficult. There will be moments when the world pulls you in different directions, but the chosen ones understand that true fulfillment comes from staying rooted in their purpose and in God's will. It's through this obedience and trust that you begin to experience the spiritual abundance God has promised. When your actions are in alignment with God's divine will, you unlock a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. You stop living for the approval of others and start living for the glory of God. This alignment is the ultimate source of joy and peace because you know you are exactly where you are meant to be. The more you align your life with His will, the more you will experience the fullness of life that He desires for you. Faith is the foundation upon which the chosen ones build their lives, and it is through faith that they manifest miracles. When you trust in God with unwavering belief, the impossible becomes possible. The chosen ones understand that their faith in God is the key to unlocking His divine blessing. It is through faith that they can overcome obstacles, heal from wounds, and experience breakthroughs that defy logic. Faith is not just a passive belief. It is an active force that moves mountains. The chosen ones do not sit idly by, waiting for miracles to happen. They act in faith, stepping out into the unknown, trusting that God will provide for them. When you trust God fully, you invite His miraculous power into your life. Faith opens the door for God to work wonders that you could never accomplish on your own. It's in the moments when you have nothing but faith that God shows up in ways you never imagined. Every miracle that the chosen ones experience is a result of their faith in God's promises. Unshakable faith is what defines the chosen one. They don't let circumstances dictate their belief. Instead, they focus on the promises of God and move forward in faith, knowing that God's plan is always greater than any temporary struggle. Miracles happen when you stop doubting and start trusting that God has already worked out the detail. Your faith becomes the catalyst for seeing God's promises fulfilled in your life. Self-doubt is a natural part of the human experience, but for the chosen ones, it is not a barrier, it is simply a challenge to overcome. The chosen ones experience doubt just like anyone else, but they do not let it stop them. They recognize that doubt is just a tool the enemy uses to distract them from their divine purpose. Rather than letting self-doubt dictate their action, the chosen ones turn to God for reassurance and strength, knowing that their destiny is secure in His hand. The power of unwavering belief is what sets the chosen ones apart. They don't rely on their own strength to accomplish their goal. They rely on God's promises. When self-doubt creeps in, they remind themselves of the truth. They were chosen for a purpose, and no amount of doubt can take that away. The chosen ones understand that their journey is not about perfection, but about obedience to God's will. Even when they don't have all the answers, they trust that God will lead them to where they need to go. It's easy to let self-doubt hold you back, but the chosen ones know that their faith is stronger than any insecurity. They recognize that the enemy will try to use doubt to stop them, but they also know that God's plan for them is far greater than anything the enemy can throw their way. By leaning into their faith and trusting God, the chosen ones rise above self-doubt and walk confidently in the direction God is leading them. The journey from confusion to clarity is one that every chosen one must take. There will be moments in life when you feel lost, unsure of your purpose, or confused about the next step. But these moments are not signs of failure. They are part of the process of spiritual awakening. The chosen ones must go through a process of shedding old beliefs and attachments in order to step fully into the clarity of their divine purpose. Spiritual awakening doesn't happen all at once. It's a gradual unfolding of truth. The chosen ones start to see the world differently, and they begin to understand their role in the greater tapestry of life. What once seemed confusing or unclear becomes evident as they grow in their relationship with God. This journey of awakening is marked by an increased sensitivity to God's voice and a deeper understanding of His will. As the chosen ones move through the confusion, they begin to receive divine revelation and insight. The pieces of the puzzle start to fit together, and they see with greater clarity the path God has set before them. The chosen ones begin to trust God's timing, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. It's through this clarity that they gain the strength to walk boldly in their purpose. Spiritual awakening is a transformative experience that leads to a life of purpose, direction, and peace. If you're feeling confused or uncertain, trust that it's part of the process. God is guiding you toward clarity, and with each step, you are coming closer to understanding your true purpose. Keep seeking, keep trusting, and watch as the fog lifts and the path ahead becomes clear. Every setback, every obstacle, and every challenge carries a divine lesson meant to strengthen you. The chosen ones understand that life's difficulties are not punishments, but opportunities for growth and development. God allows struggles not to break you, but to refine you, teaching you lessons that will prepare you for greater things ahead. In every setback, there is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow stronger in faith and resilience. The chosen ones face setbacks with a different perspective than others. While some may see a failure as an end, the chosen ones see it as a stepping stone on their path. They understand that God uses setbacks to build character, deepen faith, and sharpen their vision. Each struggle is a lesson that brings them closer to the person they were meant to be. Instead of complaining or giving up, they embrace the challenge and look for the divine lesson within it. Struggles teach resilience, patience, trust, and ultimately they teach that God's plan is perfect, even when things don't go according to our own timeline. The chosen ones know that every setback is part of the bigger picture, a picture filled with hope, purpose, and victory. When you encounter setback, take a moment to ask God what lesson you are meant to learn. The strength you gain from overcoming challenges will become the foundation upon which you build your future. Remember, nothing is wasted in God's kingdom. Even in your struggle, you are being prepared for greater things. Solitude is often seen as a negative experience, but for the chosen ones, it is a sacred opportunity for spiritual growth. The chosen ones understand the importance of spending time alone with God, away from the distractions and noise of the world.